Human Undead Terraner stand, Remo. This feels so weird. We don't really see that too much. Let's see how the two players fare. For Mother Russia, in the upper left, it's HawK. In the bottom right, the champion of Spain, the Matador, it's VortiX.
Yeah, it feels unusual to be on this map. Undead's used to veto it all the time, but doesn't it also feel nice, Neo? Doesn't it also feel good? Because here we get to see our favorite hero, the Crypt Lord. Fast expansion play, always the most favored on Terraner stand because of the defensive setup of the map. If you play Terraner, then you better be ready to expand. In the past, Undead didn't used to be able to do that very well, but with the Crypt Lord, nowadays, they do. And what is HawK doing on the other side? Not going with the AM, which is almost the only first hero choice for human nowadays against Undead. But on this map, there's a special case. On this map, you get level 3 easy. You creep the expansions easy. You can perhaps even find some big mana potions. And in that case, the Mountain King can be really good.
Yeah, we actually saw that in the American region where it was Cruncher versus Duck on this map as well, and Cruncher was opening with that hero as well, and then we saw Duck playing triple Boneyard. So do you think VortiX is inspired from the US craziness?
Nope. If VortiX is inspired by something, then by, I assume, Happy and 120. Maybe X-Lord, but Duck, as good as you are, I believe the mass Frostworms hasn't found its way yet into Europe. Especially against human, I mean, where there's Dragonhawks, and there's towers, and there's gyros. I would be quite surprised. Not too surprising here to see the instant expansion creep by VortiX. We saw a really cool build by him plenty of times before. Undead Mirror. Expo into green, into shop, get the staff across, level 3. Beetles! But do you want to do that as well against a Mountain King? He's going to be level 3 himself. And guess what he found?
Yeah.
Double slippers!
Yeah, he's so tanky, man. He can just rush into the middle, into the epicenter of that army. I remember, Remo, when we started the ESL Meisterschaft broadcast over in Germany, Drunken tried to make the MK first work against Crypt Lord when he was pretty fresh, and you hated it! I thought, okay, this might work, and now you're a fan? What's up? What's happened? What happened?
Not necessarily a fan. I still think it's risky because of how much pressure the Crypt Lord can put out early. Ooh, nice surround. One ghoul died, but so did a footy, and perhaps for HawK these units are more important, considering we're gonna have lots of beetles coming in. In theory, the MK works out very well against the beetles. The beetles walk in, the clap comes in, all the beetles die. Well played, good hold. Claws on the ground, please, VortiX. Okay, thank you.
Look at the MK. Level 3, pendant, potion. This is not a game that HawK leaves after 3 minutes because of bad items.
Looking juicy, looking fresh, spicy.
Dude, what do I have to do so you stop that finally?
We will never stop, we will never surrender. But back to the Mountain King. Yeah, the thing is, clap is good as long as you have mana. Of course, with this inventory, it's going to have mana for a long time. But it can also come to the case, if you don't have these mana items, that you use 3 claps, you're out of mana, and the beetles keep on coming. More and more ghouls are coming in. Overwhelming, just flooding the human. That is the danger of playing Mountain King. But with these items, he should be able to protect his expansion, his economy, pretty well.
He doesn't want to protect, he wants to attack, but VortiX has the same idea, staffing over first. There was a footman ready. HawK had a staff too on the MK, so both with similar game plans here. There's so much stuff rushing north.
Yeah, VortiX could split up his forces, half into the main, half at the expansion. Because if you clump everything up, that's where the clap is the strongest. But even if he doesn't do too much damage here, what he's certainly making sure is that HawK is busy on his side of the map. And VortiX could tech if he wants right now. Doesn't do so yet, but I'm sure will start it soon. We see the first clap, not too impactful, but there's many more. And there it is! Oh, looking good.
Feels good. Indeed. We have Stormbolt and clap, by the way, so no bash. HawK has a decent defense though. He's not even using the greater mana. He gets kills, and the Arcane Tower was constantly attacking the Crypt Lord, so there's not too much mana left. No Impale yet to be seen. And maybe this attack wasn't too great thanks to the strength of the Mountain King early.
VortiX trying to bait out the mana potion right now. Oh, and that is successful.
Stumbled.
Criplord in trouble. He's a tanky boy. Thankful now for that ring. And the MK, he's the one in trouble as well. Double TP maybe. No, a quad kill instead. With that next clap.
Oh, yeah.
And with that, MK almost level 4.
Oh, yeah. I like how this game is going. Pure aggression once again. And looking into VortiX's base, we might not get a triple boneyard, but we got a quad crypt. This is Garx, isn't it?
It's a 1. It's a 2. It's a 3. It's a 4. Isn't that too much?
Congratulations, Remo. By the age of 29, you learned to count to 4. I don't know. If you want to overwhelm fast, then it's nice.
Yeah, if Tar was on the broadcast right now, he would tell us how difficult Gargs are. Dark Gargs and Dreadlord or DK, everything flies in, and oh my god, panic, panic. And yeah, it can definitely be very scary if they come out at a decent time, which they should. This tech for VortiX is pretty fast. HawK started his, though, not too far behind. Did he go for a Shredder?
HawK found this.
He did.
HawK found this Sobi mask, by the way. It's ridiculous.
Hogger's items.
As we're getting close to the American broadcast, you start into American lingo. I like that. Introducing the viewers slowly but steady to our second region of the day.
Gotta get him ready. Because today, Bidoo's gonna be making his first appearance.
Wow, you say that with such a big smile on your face.
Yeah, Bidoo is amazing. Makes me crack up every time. Criplord, though, you know, this aggression kind of backfired on him. He's super low mana. He is stuck on low HP. There's really little VortiX can do. And this is something that, this is one of the weaknesses of Criplord. When he's, after the expansion was set up, and you still only have ghouls, there's all the map control usually should be switching over to the other side. Whether it's human or Night Elf. I guess it's never really relevant for Night Elf. Or Orc. Where the Criplord really can't do much for a certain window. We will have tier 2 units coming in and a second hero as well. That's going to change things. With a lot of Gargs. Man, that's a lot of Gargs.
Oh, this is going to be 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Gargs in a heartbeat. And the first... Oh, I thought the first 2 are already out, but they aren't. HawK is threatening a counterattack, though. And with the Mercs, he does have a decent amount of anti-air.
Dude, that Zeppelin needs to be real careful, though. Needs to be real careful.
Why? Do you think Gargs are good against air?
Oh, imagine if he loses it above the trees, dude. That's instant level 5 Crypt Lord.
That will be a no GG exit. And the Gargs see this by Zeppelin. That was the most short-lived Zeppelin I've ever seen.
There's also quite a few Dizzy units here.
Yep.
3 of them, I believe, are Dizzy. Impale coming in. Would love to snipe this Berserker, but not enough damage. But now HawK knows, at least, that it's Guard coming. In fact, he had Guard Towers coming up already. 2 at the Expo, 2 in the main, and more on the way.
The dizziness, of course, hurts a little, but yeah, well fortified. Tier 3 on the way. Is he playing tanks with Barrage?
That would be so cool.
Like, it kind of makes sense. They do good damage. And they're really hard to kill.
This is a big push by VortiX. If this doesn't work out...
Yeah.
Double soap.
Oh, what? Who needs the brilliance, Aura?
He's level 5. There's a shop there. There's no way this is gonna work, VortiX. You have to transition tier 3.
I mean, he built an altar. Not 100% sure what for. Scroll protection. Yep, level 3 clap. Get another one, and then it's bye-bye all ghouls here. He had a heal scroll, so 1 is countered. But that is 1 spell for a lot of gold. And it's flag cannons, Remo.
Alright, into the main we go. Only 2 guard towers there. It is 2 attack upgrades on these guards. Maybe he can break it, actually. Uh-oh, wait a minute. MK's gonna annihilate the ground, but what about the air units?
Yeah, can't hit the clap. If you ask Death Note, he should definitely be able to clap air. But it's not happening yet. That balance idea has yet to reach the Blizzard devs.
It's looking great for HawK. Ghouls getting slaughtered. MK having the time of his freaking life.
Yep.
And we're gonna have Gyros coming in very soon.
Also got a Blood Mage for more mana. More mana is more clap. More clap is more death.
Man, HawK looking so solid. Looks like one of the top Chinese humans. You know, they play MK. It looks looks a little touch and go. Looks dangerous. Maybe pushes, could hurt you, but always has exactly what he needs to hold on. The right amount of towers. Heroes with really good levels and good items. And now, Crypto in trouble. Clap could be his end. All right, GG.
What just happened? What did he invuln? HawK with some very solid play, you said it. That was like pretty close to flawless here, exactly what he needed to do, but I wonder why did VortiX play these 4 crypts all in? I feel like he doesn't have to play like that at all. He could have just done the more standard, you know, gargoyles into maybe 3rd base and then go necromancers or something like that. Instead of just single hero 4 crypt against a very solid player like HawK. I don't think this is supposed to happen unless he somehow doesn't scout it, underestimate it, and doesn't get enough towers. Maybe that's what it was. Maybe VortiX studied HawK and he was like, okay, he doesn't usually get many towers. I'm just going to break him and win the game.
Maybe he thought he was behind in the game and he had to risk something, because this MK was getting totally out of control. With his mana pots and everything creeping so much, he was level 4, super fast, and the Crypt Lord having lost so much health and mana in the early stages and also a lot of ghouls, he could contest the map only very poorly. So maybe he thought he couldn't go into a standard game anymore, because this MK was going to reach level 5 no matter what. And then it's going to be super tough regardless of what game it is.
Yeah, I kind of agree. That was the nuts items for HawK. Like, this is a 1 in a million drops. With the potion, with the pendant, with double Sobi mask. And that paired with great control, good timings, good decision making, always the right amount of stuff everywhere he needed it. Like even the gyros. He just finished the workshops. He had 4 gyros out, plus flag cannons very early. And boom. Win.
Just like that.
I don't know. I feel like I need some ads to recover from these items.
Todd, that is a very good idea. We're going to be back refreshed in a bit. Here we are, ladies and gentlemen. Match points for HawK. That could be a quickie here. And we give you a little task. We've been here for 3 days now. Third day is still in the making. We have, of course, America as well. So we provided you with quite some good games. So we want to see from you, how are you watching these games? We did that during summer, and you guys had some cool setups with terraces and balconies and enjoying the sun. So now we want to know, how do you spend the fall when it's a little more rainy, when it's a little colder? How does the Warcraft scene look? Tweet it at us or Instagram it at either @BackToWarcraft or @DreamHack WC3, and make sure to use the hashtag DHWC3.
I want to see some cheese platters. I want to see some Monster Energy and whatever other goodies you guys say. And I want to see some pets as well, in the shots.
Exactly. We have seen a cat already today on Twitter, so all the undead players, go follow that up. We will follow Terranas stand up with Echo Isles, and that is VortiX's pick. Time to tie up this series as HawK was just dominating Echo Isles. He was obviously dominating Terranas stand, but now it's Echo Isles VortiX in the upper left, fighting for game 3, and HawK punching for the quarterfinal.
First hero here was the big question, what HawK's gonna go for. MK could have been doable, but not as easy to pull off as it is on Terranas stand, especially because of the difficulty of the Merc camp at the beginning, and VortiX sticks with his Crypt Lord. One of the few top undeads who still trusts in the hero. Many others have gone back to DK, but VortiX here will go with the Crypt Lord once again. On this map, makes a lot of sense, right? This map very good for fast expanding, just like Terranas is on Concealed Hill. If we go there, I wonder what it's gonna be. But yeah, for now, thank goodness it's Papa Roach again.
Thank goodness. VortiX will see the first hero and think, thank goodness it's not an MK again. I don't have to deal with this clap stuff anymore, but can go into a more straight up game, as Crypt Lord games go. HawK is instantly reacting with the Scout Tower in the base. He doesn't want to be fooled by all these needles once again, but I think before VortiX makes his way over to the upper right, he will focus on the bottom left and expand.
6 peasants going for a Merc camp right away. I like that. So, HawK, he did see it's the Crypt Lord build, so he knows he's going up against the Beetle Boy. I think it's crucially important to get fast Mercs against Crypt Lord if you can. Of course, not doable on every map, but on many it is. Getting that Shadow Priest is nice early, but it's really the Berserker in the second round of Shadow Priest which helps you so much fighting on the map against the Crypt Lord when you have a couple of footies out that can get you in a strong position quite quickly. We saw that earlier on Last Refuge. Level 2 for the AM right away, delaying the expansion a little bit, but I assume he will still be going for one. Yeah, with the 4th farm, certainly looks like it.
Okay. Claws for the Crypt Lord. We got Talisman for the Archmage, but obviously no tech. We got the 4th farm, we got the tower up. Rather conservative approach to this expansion, but better safe than sorry. You gotta brace yourself for the Crypt Lord push that will be coming at you.
Quick level 3s here are absolutely a very big deal for both. Footy living a dangerous life next to that haunted gold mine. Oh, but quick reaction by HawK, nicely done. You always want to be around the Crypt Lord, but don't walk into a surround. Hard to have all that multitasking down, but HawK so far seems to be good. If that Impale is used just for a single footy surround, HawK would be happy with that, but that's not the case. With a lot of ghouls coming in for VortiX, going to the middle, going for the merchant creep. Would that be level 3, I wonder?
Pretty sure, right? Isn't that the route? I think it is. Needs 200.
Yeah, should be.
Yeah, should be. If the Archmage isn't stealing the Ogre Ball, we've seen some crazy last hits today.
Tries to at least force out the Impale here for the last hit. Oh, he got it! The Sniper AM! Oh, that's such a big deal.
HawK.
Now we have the Mercs.
No pun intended. Well, definitely pun intended. That was sick. That is ruining VortiX game plan, because how does he get level 3 now? Well, with units, I guess.
There's so many ghouls and beetles and skeletons going down as well. the strength of the early mercenaries. It's my new Demon Hunter level 3. I keep on screaming it from the mountaintops until everyone has heard. Makes the Crypt Lord's life here quite difficult. But peasants are still exposed. This is the downside of these fast mercs. The expansion is certainly a little later. And despite there not being level 3 beetles yet, it's with the ghouls, it's still quite a bit of danger towards these peasants.
Still not level 3 though. He's holding on to the mana, needs one more kill. There we go. And that is the powerful level 2 summon now. How much damage can he do? How many peasants can he kill? Focus is good. This is the last one. HawK has to call new militia ASAP.
This is a cancel, actually.
Yep.
Ouch! Will cost a TP, perhaps. But it's going to be well worth it. More beetles are going down, okay, but VortiX did what he came to do. It is level 4 AM, though. So HawK has to go for the counterattack right now. Has to do critical damage across the map, but it's also dangerous. How is he going to protect his expansion, then? Is he going to leave nothing behind? Is he going to leave some of his army behind? 140 at the moment. One single footman to protect the workers.
Yeah, that doesn't sound too successful. Crypt Lord is rather low though, only 100 HP. But there's a Nerub tower up. The ghouls are in position. Tech started already. No graveyard at the expo, by the way. That's kind of interesting. Oh, and HawK feels the need to go back just to defend against the beetles.
Yeah, has the staff though to keep his peasants alive. That's a nice play here. Heads up play. Oh, the Berserker. Don't want to lose that one. That gives us a lot of experience. Whew, just barely wiggles out. Could use the Impale to get the kill guaranteed, but that will be all of the Crypt Lord's mana. And he's still very hurt. Once the AM comes in, Crypt Lord will be threatened.
Crypt Lord's leveling is not really stopped, is it, HawK? Wait, that was a sweet save on 2 HP. Well done, Sergey. But yeah, obviously a very, very hard early game for HawK nonetheless. Expo is up now. Arcane Tower is ready. VortiX immediately burrowing. And no lap on this map, so you need quite some dust.
Yeah, VortiX is doing a really good job keeping pressure up at the expansion to make sure HawK can't just easily go for the push at his own expo, which would be dangerous because the AM is quite strong right now in comparison to the weak Crypt Lord, having lost so much HP.
Do you see what I see? I see 4 crypts again.
Hell yeah. Let's do it. Wait, is it? That's 4. True. Some Acolytes here might be going down, but there's a Necron now to replace them. 1 crypt will be cancelled. And at the moment, dealing with these footies plus Water Elemental is really not easy for the Crypt Lord just with a handful of ghouls.
Yeah, really annoying. First crypt cancelled, going for the Acolytes as well. HawK's making good use of that, and VortiX has had enough powering up. Has the staff, exactly. There's no second Impale, so get out of there.
A player's forces are under
So he's at tier 2.
And the tech still hasn't started, and that hurts. Ooh, boy, does that hurt.
So the only anti-air is Water Elementals and Archmage for a long time. Is it again the Garg timing push? Yep. Okay. How many towers can HawK get this time?
Yeah, he doesn't have any coming up right now. Normally you want to tech before starting the towers, but the tech has started. So it seems like now is the time to go for some towers. 2 guards in each main, or in each base, I should say. Maybe even 3. And if the AM keeps the pressure up here in the south, then maybe the Gargs have to come over here as well to deal with it. But still, towers should be coming up, it feels like, but HawK is just going for a blacksmith. Maybe the intention being just rifles to hold on.
Gets another Merc here, close to level 4. Yeah, rifles on paper do fairly well against that, but of course can be impaled. Beetles are good against them. It is of course better than nothing.
Acolytes here still getting pressured. VortiX keeping them alive fairly well, but they're forced off the gold mine. That's also going to mean not too many Gargs anymore, but we have quite a few. Saying hello right now. Gargoyles arrive, but there are 3 Water Elementals here. And the AM... Oh! Getting surrounded. He has a staff again. He's going far away, though. Could have repositioned to these footies over here. Ooh, that's a lot of Gargs.
Yeah, 1-0 upgrade for them as well. Needs to reproduce a couple of acolytes, but then it's fully saturated in a second. At the expansion, only now he starts the towers, and VortiX knows as he has the beetles here, so that would be a pretty good point of attack. 2 towers in the main now as well. This seems really late. Masonry, everything that HawK just builds was ready on Terraner's stand. And it won't on Equiles.
Yeah. It seemed like he definitely had some time to do it, but now it's looking rough.
He has 1,000 gold. He definitely had some time to do it.
Yeah, could go for Mercs right now. Buy the whole shebang. Everything that's in the Merc camp would probably be the right idea. But yeah, these tower cancels are very easy for the Gargoyles to grab. With the piercing damage, yeah, there's no question. These towers will be cancelled. So here we have the Mercs. It's the full gang outside of the Mauler, who doesn't help too much against the Garg, certainly. AM, about to be surrounded over here. Barely gets out. But the few riflemen that are coming in, not having the easiest of time against these beetles and ghouls and everything. Even the Arcane Tower has been taken out. Heal scroll by VortiX. It's just a flood. It's like a Gargan circling flood over here.
It is level 3 water elementals though. They bring the damage. Will they bring some stability into this as well? It doesn't really feel like it. One more slow, okay, but Muddy is getting heavily punished for that. That's just a slaughter.
MK's coming out soon. That one might help.
Yeah.
But at the moment, it's all down to the water elementals. At least he has gold for mana potions, you know, so that's something.
Yeah, I think the chance for game 3 are a lot higher than for the Mountain King to save the situation, though.
There's still no transition for VortiX, so if this is pushed back finally, this is not over yet, Frog. He still has a lot of gold.
The water elementals are the carries at the moment, and they do get some damage, but it's also a level 5 Crypt Lord with level 3 beetles. They are so powerful. They might even win the summon war if it's a lot of them.
Triple
but
water elemental. Wait. MK's coming in.
Now he's low on mana, and now it's triple water elemental, double water elemental. Mining has stopped for a while. HawK at 33, but he's getting more and more kills. Stormbolt, water elemental attack. VortiX is losing a little bit.
Yeah, he's about to stabilize over here. VortiX, no more scrolls, no more mana. He has to fall back. And the main is secured pretty much with 4 towers there. Needs to set up some new towers at the expansion. Imagine if he just had 2 guard towers at the expansion. This could have looked quite differently. But then again, with so many Gargs and stuff, maybe these towers would have just been killed. Hard to say. But VortiX, there's no powerful late game here. There's no second hero even. It's just ghouls and Gargs. This is looking quite all in by VortiX as well.
Yeah, I agree. He is cancelling the towers once again, so that's not of any help. The Archmage is level 5, okay, but he won't be in a position to summon 3 water elementals again, and I think that was the big help in the last defense. Has to operate with Stormbolt and the limited anti-air he gets.
He needs to buy some mana pots on this AM. I know it's weird, that normally is never done, but in this situation I think it would be proper. You just need to spam these water elementals non-stop. Because there's absolutely no good answer against them.
VortiX
the Ride's like having a super tough time.
Yeah, VortiX has no lumber anymore, by the way, so this could be an issue down the road. The rifles are falling. Level 2 MK, closing in on level 6 for the first heroes, by the way. Once again, an absolute slaughter. And there is 3 water elementals, I was wrong.
Level 6 Crypt Lord! Dude, the ult here could be really good,
yeah,
but he has absolutely no mana.
Yeah, but he skilled it. So for the next attack, he could go for that.
Funny game. Very bloody.
This entire day has been nothing but bare knuckle box fights.
VortiX said 50 supply, no lumber, a lot of gold.
Yeah, so just build 200 ghouls.
HawK's going tier 3 on 33 supply? What? What?
Okay.
Are you kidding me?
For what?
Maybe... well, he definitely hasn't scouted the Undead main in a while. Maybe he thinks VortiX is getting a tier 3 transition ready behind this pressure. And HawK has to follow up with his own tier 3. But if he knew what we know, that VortiX is stuck on tier 2, Well, he should just be spamming units and towers right now.
Yep. Okay, this is gonna be a fun game. Dude, I'm getting caster cursed so hard this game. Everything I say is wrong.
So you mean just a normal cast?
How unexpected of you.
Do these towers finally finish at the expansion?
Yeah.
They will. 2 guard towers. HawK only has 47 supply though. That's a Crypt Lord coming in with level 6, full mana, and a mana potion. This might be the push to finish the game. While HawK is waiting for his tier 3.
Locust Swarm to end it. Is that what we will be seeing? Yeah. Here
Might
we
be
go.
a first that I remember seeing it in a cast. Oh, did he activate it? Not yet.
Not yet.
Starting off with the Impale.
He's positioning himself in a way that he really wants it though.
There it
Yep,
is!
There we go.
Locust Swarm. It lasts 30 seconds, so there is certainly a window here, but it doesn't last forever. HawK can reposition with a TP. He's kind of trapped here. And reposition he will. Not everyone knows how this works. So there's little flies coming out, the Locust, and they do damage onto opposing units, and they fly back to the Crypt Lord, healing him in the meantime. And the most important thing is a 30-second duration. So it's going to be over kind of soon.
It's a little bit like StarCraft carriers.
Yes. And now it's over.
With Life Leech. Exactly, now it's over. Goes for the heroes here. Big Impale. The rifles are falling. HawK still down to 40 supply. That's about it. That's all he got. Level 7. Tells you a pretty successful push so far, but not a knocked out punch.
It's looking great for HawK. This was the best push that VortiX was going to have. Tier 3 is going to kick in for HawK here. This game is looking horrible now for VortiX.
What?
The push looked scary, but not strong enough.
Okay. HawK actually mined more gold this game.
Yeah.
How is that possible?
He was in no upkeep longer, I suppose.
I don't think that goes into our stats. I'm not too sure.
Well, it
Maybe it
must
does.
though, because he's got
True.
more gold in his mines. Oh, these priests though, ooh, out of position. Dude, VortiX is never giving up.
Nope.
Never stop stopping.
Never surrender. And he kills the towers once again. MK.
MK surrounded. Hello.
Can he
There's a
get
staff
out
for
there?
him though.
Big dispels.
These fools.
He's so angry at these priests, continues to kill them. What a brute force game plan by VortiX.
Oh, staff is used, but he's next to his shop, so VortiX HawK can always buy a TP and get out that way. Also pretty smart. Oh my god, dude! How many units have died on this battlefield?
This might be
And how is VortiX HawK, excuse me, not going for a paladin, by the way?
This might be the bloodiest DreamHack day of all time in Warcraft 3. I can't remember a day where so many units died.
Oh my god, more and more Garg is going down. Whoa. AM though! He went away from the shop! Oh no, HawK! Is that how he loses it? Losing the AM! No! Couldn't protect his first hero anymore. This game was his already. Oh my god, Crypt Lord level 8.
Spike carapace, man. 9 armor now. See, I told you that VortiX gonna win this.
Oh, what did you do?
Well, not taking care of that hero enough, that's for sure. And reviving a level 6 hero from the tavern. Super expensive. But from the altar takes forever.
Oh my god, what a heartbreaker. No, HawK getting surrounded now as well. Oh my god, this Crypt Lord is going to be level 9.
Did you just get... Oh,
Oh, no way.
Just got 2
GG.
levels in 2 minutes.
No.
Oh my god, dude. Victory VortiX.
Oh, wow.
What in the world is happening? I thought that HawK had it. I was like, yeah, you know, this strategy should never work against a solid player like HawK. And then eventually he broke him. I think HawK started getting a little bit too complacent. Moved
Yes,
away from
absolutely.
the towers, finishing on his expo. Like he just had, you said it, he just had to sit there and spam units. he didn't scout, he didn't see the army movement, and he just didn't anticipate the next attacks. And that's one of the biggest mistakes you can make against somebody like VortiX if he's being stubborn, if he's gonna follow up with all of his attacks.
Yeah, if he had just sat there next to his shop, have clarities running, spam one water elemental after the next, maybe scout VortiX's main, but he didn't even have to. And even after all those units died, if he just stays next to his shop, he always can buy the TP to then get out, to then reposition, get more water elements, and so on. And he didn't even make a paladin! Man,
Yeah.
HawK. He was way too sure of his victory here, it felt like.
I think going clap as well would have helped. I don't think Bash really does anything anyway. Because there was goals later on attacking when he started having a lot of rifles. VortiX adjusted.
You guys had a lot of recommendations for HawK. We got a couple of product recommendations for our viewers. We go into the last map of the European Region Day 3 after this break. And back with map 3 of HawK versus VortiX, the decision on Concealed Hill.
I really don't understand the stubbornness with this build, by the way, from VortiX. Like, is he just not confident in a normal game? Does he think that this is one of the best builds he can do right now? Like, does he have internet problems? It's weird to see him play 4 Crypt Gargoyle like this 2 games in a row. And you know what's good to creep the fountains on Concealed Hill? Gargoyles.
Heard about that, indeed. So, we're loading in Concealed to determine the winner here. And the 4th quarter finalist, we have X-Lord, Blade, Foggy. That is 2 out of 3 semifinalists of last time. Will VortiX follow, or will it be HawK? Let's go. Here we go, Remo. Will you give me one of your world-famous player introductions?
And the bottom left. Spanish Matador. Stubborn as a bull today. It's VortiX. And the top right. The Russian became a little too sure of his victory there on the last map. If only Clap hit air like the brilliant minds out there think it should. It's HawK.
Stubborn like a bull, dude. I love that. That was great. All right, letting you off the hook. HawK with an Archmage once again. And VortiX with a Cryptlord once again. Not moving away from the big bad beetle daddy.
He's really going to play 4 crypts 3 games in a row.
I mean, he could camp both fountains at the same time, right?
Yeah. On this map, it, probably for that reason, is better than anywhere else. The downside is the Expo is very hard to creep if the AM plays aggressively.
A player's forces
I still
are
think
under attack.
AM, like one camp into harass and then tech and militia creep behind, is a really good build, but apparently these humans want to play 2 base versus 2 base against Cryptlord. Let's see if that is the idea here. Once again, Acolyte Scout slowing down the AM a little bit. I didn't like the creep route so much that we saw from Juan earlier, where he was stuck before level 3 for a long time. Let's see if VortiX gets his level 3 rolling quicker. Gonna take the green camp first into expansion, then in the footy. He's checking things out, making sure he knows what's up.
All right. So far, so good. VortiX going for the turtles and has the skull here. So a couple of corpses, couple of quick corpses. Rising the dead and the beetles. Wait, did he? No. Thought for a second the footman stole it, but And Archmage is going for the spiders.
Yeah, with the footy around here, VortiX isn't feeling quite so confident. In fact, the Acolyte for VortiX sees that the green camp isn't being scrapped in the north, so he knows the AM is coming across, so he's slowing down his roll here a little. Is he still gonna expand? No! And this is really interesting. So both players reacting to each other, to their creep routes, to their initial intentions, properly countering. And now we see a Cryptlord attempted on 1 base, which is something we've rarely seen be too successful. We saw it by Juan earlier, looked good for a long time, until then suddenly Big Daddy died, then suddenly not so good anymore. And yeah. Question now, where we move on from this point. I guess with the state of affairs right now, quad crypt, not too light.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's so different. But maybe it does make sense as the creep is a lot harder. Maybe we will see tier 2 expansions. Maybe the answer to all of that is no. Maybe... Oh! Okay, HawK getting surrounded here, but he's right there. But I think it's highly doubtful that he can save this one. Nope, but he got level 3.
Great scouting here by HawK. Having this footman always trailing the Cryptlord really good. In the end, he gets surrounded, but he did what he was supposed to do. He prevented the expansion for a long time and bought time for the level 3 AM. And now he doesn't keep harassing with the level 3. What? Suddenly HawK lets go of his opponent.
Just want to boost
Also,
to chase
full
him.
mana. Where are these water elementals? You want to have 2 out at a time. He bought boots. Okay.
Remo
The
hating
creep
on
went to the
things.
Cryptlord. No. Still pretty good. Still preventing the expansion. Creep. Ring of Region for the Cryptlord. Really nice, by the way.
Yeah.
forces
VortiX
are
trying
under
to save some units to the fountain, but HawK shuts it down immediately. You don't take a bath here in my tub. Oh, well, and then there's a suicidal ghoul. Anyway. Still no expansion. Techs are progressing. Almost done. We have a graveyard, but no second crypt yet.
Yeah, so probably gonna go into a more stable, reliable late-game army of Fiends, Statues, DK, Lich. It can be really good, but is extremely level-hungry. With the Cryptlord, DK Lich, that's the best tri-hero Undead can ever have. But only if you get the levels. Unlike the Dark Ranger, who does well on low levels, none of these heroes really do. The map still has plenty of creeps to go around. But yeah, it's not endless amounts like on Twisted. Impale used to get the last hit. Did he get it? I think so, right?
Yeah, he did. Closing in on level 3. Just a couple of more kills. But it's not too many beetles here, also not too many corpses, so I think the footman for now should be safe. Except if he invests another impale, but then all his mana is gone. Ghouls are coming in, one gets ensnared immediately. It is level 3 in the end. Level 2 beetles it is.
I like HawK really patiently here, just focusing one thing at a time. Whatever moves close to the water elementals he takes out, whether it be beetles or skeletons, every little thing matters. They're all experienced, they all add a little bit to this AM's bar. And the ghouls, they even cost gold, not too much, but a little bit. S tier 2 is finished. We have the MK coming once again.
Ooh.
Rifles and priests.
Was threatening a surround on the Archmage here. Was kind of close. Of course, remember the last refuge game of VortiX where he got 2 surrounds at the same time over 2 screens against Neutron. So always be aware that this is a possibility. HawK seems like he's kind of stuck on rifle casters at the moment. And what is VortiX doing? Fiend statues. Hides them as well.
Nice heads up play here. Sends back the rifle before it gets killed off. Oh, almost a surround in the DK. I don't think it's quite closed. Nope. Good anti-surround there by VortiX as well. Some footies starting to fall, but you want to sort of rotate out of them anyways. And the MK... Oh, he's stuck in the main. That hurts a little.
Ooh.
But they're chopping open the way. Tier 3 is coming.
Yeah. Almost done for VortiX. Just started for HawK. I wonder how long he can continue this one base play. Like, isn't there a huge power spike for VortiX soon?
I don't really think so. Normally, in the classic one base scenario, it's the late game high level DK and Lich who can do really well, but this is not the case here. It's a Crypt Lord who is high level, who is good right now, but once we have plenty of Dispel, he's gonna fall off heavily. Maybe he lands 1 or 2 good impales, but against that, there's always heal scrolls, and the MK finds the big mana potion.
Again.
I think it's a pretty even game. It's gonna come all down to levels.
Levels and, of course, execution. Tier 3 at 40%. Long rifles now. Ticking all the boxes. Nobody is really floating in gold. Of course, you have to spend it wisely now that you don't have double income. We're gonna get Frenzy. We're gonna get a Lich. We're gonna get a Statue. And one of the more patient games that we've had all day.
Okay, trap the Ogre Lord with the Stormbolt. Should be able to surround. And he does. It's always the panicky moment. Is he gonna come in? Is he gonna steal the last with the coil? Am I gonna get it? But HawK's gonna get it. Hood of Cunning. I think that's like the 4th one we see on an MK today.
Yeah.
Bit of agi, bit of intelligence is okay. Not the big aura he was hoping for. Where VortiX crept his lab, got the Scroll of the Beast. Could be nice. And level 2 for the DK. It's really about these levels here.
VortiX is moving out big time here. With Frenzy Ghouls, without Destroyer, but he might get that here. HawK scouts with an Archmage on the left-hand side. No real big level up coming for VortiX, but he has the Scroll of the Beast. Maybe he can use that soon. Interesting situation. Nobody really has an advantage. Nobody's really at full power.
HawK is super aggressive. He doesn't have tier 3 upgrades yet. He doesn't have Paladin yet.
I think he will
He could just be creeping the red camp. Why isn't he just creeping the fountain? This is super scary.
Maybe he doesn't want that VortiX feels comfortable. You know, poke a little. Annoy a little.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't poke himself in the eye, I guess. It hurts, Neo. Especially when you have unclipped fingernails.
We don't do such things, Remo. You know that. We're gonna have
1,
a
2
Dispel.
Dispel.
Just
There it
finished.
is.
There was a big one. Good experience. Ghoul Frenzy can't really connect to the rifles. Good position, but he is popping the big potion. And yeah, he does have a lot of tier 3 upgrades. Impale hits another rifle. The damage of... oh, Lich! Too late! VortiX arm was in the air, but Lich was already down. Oh boy, I was about to say the damage is quickly disappearing for HawK, but same for VortiX.
Again, he's not going for clap. Not even concerned about these ghouls. He's just gonna snipe them one by one. HawK looking so confident here. This is all before Overfire. All before Paladin even comes out. Even before Inner Fire. And you know what Inner Fire rifles can do, am I right? Oh, a surround with the peasants on the DK. He closes it with the worker TP transfer, though. Last second save by VortiX. If this DK dies, he's miles and miles behind. But that was HawK starting off the fight basically with tier 2. Holds on. Lost a lot, though. I think that may have been every single rifle dying.
Yep. He reproduced 2 more now, not going into workshop at all. And what's left for VortiX? Lich, of course, takes some time, but it was only level 1. Web is coming in anticipation of like gyros and stuff, but also that not happening.
A player's forces
So
are
again,
under
step back a little, slow things down, rise up, get everything you can get from your race at tier 3.
HawK, are you really expanding now on 42 supply
He feels
with
confident.
2 riflemen? He's playing so greedy, man. What the hell?
Pays
Hurry
off,
up, not too
dude.
bad. We'll protect the pally.
Web for the Drake now. Sobi Mask.
What hero do you even put this on?
It's good on everyone, right? All of them. Depends
I'd
what
put
your
it on the
priority
DK.
is. Yeah, you always want healing and sustaining.
Bashes. Holy! Oh, defensive. Was that a misclick? I'm not sure.
VortiX can't really fight still. Feels weird because HawK's army looks like it's not non-existent. There's not much damage in. Low mana, but Mountain King very impressive, getting some kills.
Misclick on the coil. The destroyer was right on top of the fiend. So that's one going down. But MK is now out of mana. However, mana potion available. Focus on the Paladino. He's in a bit of trouble. Has the divine shield. Pops it.
That's
Maybe a
risky for
little
the
early.
DK though. That's big damage. Holy Light to cover that as well.
Yeah.
There's more where this one came from. For now, it seems like a little bit of a waste, but maybe it just forced a potion or something? Yeah, it did.
Impale here could be marvelous. All these priests and rifles are stacked up. Speaking of which, by the way, it feels like the priest numbers are a little too high.
a player's
Rifles a little too low.
Town Hall coming.
the big
Impale
fight.
was good. Okay, HawK just invested a lot of gold into the second base, and he's receiving a lot of damage as well as the spells are so good. The Paladin doesn't really look too good. Impale again, and he's just focusing on the units. The hero saves were too good with the Paladin here, but he is creating a slaughter now.
And the mana might swing around though. This MK still has lots of spells to use. Undead side, not so much, but HawK lost so many units already. Mountain King needs to find some return kills.
There's no staff. The heroes are in danger now. Can he get a connection to the casters here? Oh, the DK. Another potion was used, was off cooldown. And he's still holding on to that heal scroll. Still 2 coils. It's almost a Nova. He's got to be so careful with that Paladin. With the coil, he's dead. He can't reach. What's next on the menu?
AM almost got surrounded over there as well. TP out by HawK. Can he get his Paladin back to safety? Yes, and the rifle. Whew, that was close.
Expo's up, though.
It's not scouted yet, but... Oh my god, again, so greedy by HawK, dude. If he had just pushed into upkeep, crept up the rest of the map, I think this would have been a much safer play for him. But if he's left alone now, for around 2 to 3 minutes, he's gonna get great benefit from this expansion.
Yeah, they're giving it all. It's visible. It means a lot to them. They don't want to go through the lower bracket where Side or Spiral would be waiting for them. They want to end this right here, right now, and want to get the $600 and the EPT points, of course. True shot aura for VortiX.
Great find right there. HawK playing so aggressively, even without a heal scroll. He needs heal scrolls against these Nova and Impales. And now we're starting to get there to these undead hero levels. 4-3-3. 5-4-3 is super close, by the way.
This game is on a
HawK's
knife's
army.
edge. 2 players that are very, very, very good in this matchup. No mercy for the other. Brawling non-stop. It's so hard to keep your concentration high. The series now, when did it start? An hour ago, maybe?
And the decision will be made here very soon. When is VortiX gonna go in? Now might be the time. This is not the greatest position though. HawK, of course, wants to delay. Wants to stall as much as he possibly can.
VortiX is banking. 800. Now he spent a lot. Oh yeah, he's breaking up. He was just waiting for the ziggurat. So when he's losing a little bit in the fights, he's gonna get the units back. 2 heal scroll. Mana potion. Invul potions. He seems so ready. And HawK, what's he waiting for? Sorceress.
Yeah, getting more priests right now wouldn't really help much. 4 priests for healing is enough. In we go. No statues anymore. All destroyers. Taking
That's
quite
the
a bit
right
of damage here
call.
to start things off. Going for the DK. He's way in the front line. So is the AM. Both in trouble. Who's going to die first? Hoyle coming in. Invul on one side. Perhaps also Force on the other. AM has to use it here to stay alive. Destroyers dispelling these water elementals rather quickly. One getting taken out now, though. The next Holy Light comes in. Who's Invul runs out first. Impel coming in. Nova is ready. Into everything. Oh my god, the dead one. Also the DK in trouble. Right click's coming through. With the coil Nova, he's dead. I think he tried to go for the death pack, but didn't have the time. DK is dead. No more coil and no more aura. Is that how HawK secures it now? AM in trouble as well. Mana potion. The next Impel coming through. I thought he wanted to go for the AM. Went for the Paladin instead. Maybe that's enough. Trying to transfer something, keeping him alive. No! He dies as well. Going for the Lich now after MK. So much mana still. The right clicks. Everyone's dying.
What
Only 3 heroes are left.
Is this
Mountain King.
big donut
Still-
clash or what? Yeah, there is mana once again. 2.5 Stormbolts here. Oh boy, the Crypt Lord, last man standing. So good that there's a little bit of healing. Stormbolt, will he use the Holy Light to finish this off? And it would be a triple kill, and then it would be probably game. No ranged attacks. Can he run it off? No. Mighty Hammer falls. GG, HawK quarterfinal.
Whew. Damn, what a crazy game. That was one of the bloodiest matches.